their way into the NBA Finals and are driven by their remarkable aerial acrobat, Michael Jordan, king of the NBA scores the past 4 years, and Michael knows when it's air time. So today it's Jordan and Johnson from the Forum. We welcome you to the Air and Magic Show as the Bulls battle the Lakers.
Team's not asleep today, and they get off to a real good start.
Crawford, Forty, and Spooner. The officials. Divac against Purdue. And the Lakers in bright yellow, Magic Johnson. He draws Jordan. Divac and Purdue. Inside of Perkins against Grant. Two former ACC stars, and Perkins called for the charge. Paxson brings it into the offensive end for Chicago. They beat the Lakers earlier this year at the stadium in the Windy City. Scottie Pippen. Central Arkansas. Jordan. Horace Grant. And the rebound to Perkins. Los Angeles the other way with Magic to Divac. Perkins called a true power forward by the Laker coaching staff, and yet so versatile, can play just about anywhere. Divac with a move and the first bucket of the game.
And in the first two possessions by the Los Angeles Lakers, you can see that they're going to attack the Bulls inside. This is where they'll miss Bill Cartwright. The Lakers will try to overmatch them inside.
Drive by Pippen, and the tip is there from Pippen.
That's the guy that the Lakers want to control behind Jordan. You've got to cut down the slashing, driving attack of Scottie Pippen.
Perkins wheels inside to make it 4-2.
3 straight possessions, all inside Lakers.
That's where the Bulls beat them in Chicago with their inside game. But Dunleavy feels his club is stronger now, Divac especially, and without Cartwright, a handicap for Chicago today. Grant, he ties it at 4. Horace Grant of the twin brothers. Grant Harvey having a big year with the Bullets, 19 a game behind Bernard King. Sam Perkins doesn't get the bounce, but gets the rebound. No foul, and out it comes to Pippen. 3-on-2 with Michael Jordan. Paxson.
And you notice the difference in the set. The Bulls have been pulling the trigger from the perimeter. The Lakers have concentrated inside. Scott from the corner.
Bryon Scott from 3, and Los Angeles takes the lead at 7-6. Pippen inside, Jordan outside. Scott on him defensively. Fall away by Michael Jordan.
In the first quarter of play, Jordan really tries to get involved offensively. He has waited a few possessions. Magic Johnson.
The trade for Johnson. 10-8 Los Angeles. First baskets for Jordan and Johnson as Magic answers Michael. Jordan's turn. Batted away by Divac. Gets it away from Purdue again. Scott, can he save? Yes. Magic 3, no. Purdue goes down. John Paxson the other way. 4-on-3. What a setup by Paxson. As Pippen converts, and it's tied at 10. Final 4 points now for Scottie Pippen.
Of course, the first rule of a fast break is to stop the ball. They let Paxson get too deep, leaves it for Pippen. They get an easy 2.
Bryon Scott, and he's hammered by Pippen. First foul on Pippen of the Bulls, who #1 pick of the Clippers in '83. Grew up just about a mile from the fabulous Forum at Inglewood High School. before migrating to Arizona State.
You see those numbers right there, and the 50% is very good for Scott in the fact that he's been struggling shooting the ball from the field. From the line, he's usually better than 85, so he's down there. But the hamstring problem he had a couple of years ago is finally behind him, beginning to play better offensively.
It's Michael Jordan. Purdue converting the offensive rebound, and the Bulls are second in the league, getting that second and third chance. Second to Seattle in offensive rebounds. Magic, a no-look to Green, blocked brilliantly by Grant, and here's Pippen the other way. Jordan, oh, he loves the baseline. Purdue can't tip. Another offensive board, rejected by Perkins. Divac, assist to Magic. Jordan actually hampered by his own teammate Purdue on that tip.
Scott turned down a good look at the basket, and the Lakers will set up to see if they come back inside.
Divac out of control, and then he makes it behind the back. Oh, my. Timeout. This play provoked a technical from Bulls coach. He thought it was goaltending on Perkins, and Phil Jackson gets a tee. That's the first order of business as we return to the Forum. 17-12. The Chicago Bulls trailing the Lakers.
But Will Purdue is doing something that he really has to be happy about, and that is crashing the offensive glass. Purdue has kept the ball alive for the Bulls to get second opportunities. Got 5 offensive rebounds here in the first period of play.
Magic Johnson shot the technical. 17-12. And here's Divac. Looked like it was going to fall to the floor.
One of the things about Divac is he has the ability to pass the ball. That's a tremendous pass right between the legs of Scottie Pippen.
Michael Jordan gets his second basket and 4 in this first quarter. The league's leading scorer, going for his 5th straight scoring title. Turnover, and it's Pippen with Jordan, and he loses it to Perkins. Magic picking up the scraps.
In this situation, they're looking for Sam Perkins against Horace Grant.
6 seconds on the shot clock. And it is Perkins over Grant. 4 for Sam. 19-14 Los Angeles. Midpoint of the opening quarter. Laker defense, that's been the key from Jerry West, the general manager, to Coach Mike Dunleavy, that has sparked this 14-game win string. 3-on-2 led by Magic. Bryon Scott. And it's Paxson for the Bulls.
They missed that transition opportunity, but they've been able to keep the Bulls out on the perimeter. Pippen
kissing it off the glass for his 6th point. Green getting an offensive board and a second chance in the fresh 24. Divac. Not exactly the shot Dunleavy wanted him to take. NBA and Miller Genuine Draft have announced the Eastern and Western Conference All-Star teams, and we congratulate these players and the fans who voted for them. Malone and Mullen will start for the West. David Robinson was the top vote getter. Magic Johnson and Kevin Johnson in the backcourt. The non-starters, Duckworth, Hardaway, Stockton, Drexler, Porter, Chambers, and Worthy. 3 Portland players will be in Charlotte. There's the Eastern starters: Barkley, Bird, Ewing, Jordan, the top vote getter overall, and injured Isaiah Thomas, Parrish, Doherty, Dumars, Robertson, Pierce, Wilkins, King, and McHale. for the East. And that's all next Sunday here on NBC, 1 o'clock Eastern time. And just a reminder, we'll be selecting a Miller Genuine Draft Player of the Game at the conclusion of today's game in the Forum. Worthy makes his first appearance. He missed 3 games, played about half a game Friday night against the Clippers. Michael Thompson also is in for AC Green.
In the game in Chicago, it was AC Green that gave him big energy off the bench. We'll find out if Worthy's capable of doing that. Jordan.
And the Bulls move in front 26-25. 6 now for Jordan. Don Levy said, you know, you can't expect to hold Jordan down under 30. Just don't let him get 40.
And you want him to work for every point that he gets, and that's the key. If they come easy, then it's going to be an easy night for everyone else.
Oh, Jackson wanted a foul there as Jordan hit the deck. At the other end, it's Worthy, no basket. Charging against Worthy, or it may have been Johnson leading interference.
Jordan gets right to the basket as no one stops him. And whenever you see that tongue go out, you know that he's going to try to score. He wanted to call. He complained.
Foul was on Magic for clearing the way for Worthy. It might have been a makeup from the other end.
That's the guy that they got to get going in this ball game. Stacey King, if he's going to be in the game, he's going to have to score. Thompson.
Oh, what a block by Jordan as he skied to reject Michael Thompson. Knocked away by Perkins to Pippen. Out of bounds, Chicago.
Magic Johnson makes the best read he can and going to the basket. Thompson doesn't go up strong enough, and Michael Thompson has always been great at reacting off the ball, makes a good block for the Bulls.
So Jordan, like Johnson, such a complete player. Down to the final minute of the opening quarter. Chicago with the ball and a 26-25 lead, and Scottie Pippen with a banner first period now has a dozen. That's the Bulls' biggest lead.
And it's been the play of Scottie Pippen that's pushed the Bulls to this 3-point advantage here in the first quarter.
Worthy. His first points. Worthy averaging nearly 22 a game to lead the Lakers. Extraordinary long rest for both Jordan and Johnson. 6 minutes of play plus the timeout at the quarter. So both coaches trying to keep their stars fresh.
That would also indicate the quality of play by both teams' benches to be able to keep them down that long. Teagle with 3 in a row.
Yeah. Straight for Teagle, and he is fouled. Go back to Johnson on that rebound, and actually it wasn't in the jaw, it was up under the armpit, but his head jerked back as if he was hit in the face.
The collision between himself and Livingston, and he was a little bit off balance in trying to get to it, but he was doing the right thing, coming back to get a long rebound. You want him to shoot from the perimeter. Maybe today Teagle arrives for the Lakers.
Teagle from Baylor, 9 points off the Pines, and a 5-point Laker lead. Worthy gambled on the steal. Pippen takes it to the hole. 18 to lead all. Scottie Pippen.
Not only do you see Pippen active at the offensive end, but the defensive end as well, and that's what happens when you start scoring points. Wow.
Good job by Pippen against Worthy, who complains to the officials. Jordan wide open, Armstrong. Teagle.
If there's a flaw for the Bulls, it's that guy that plays opposite Jordan. He's got to knock down that open jumper. Post up. Armstrong. Teagle.
Teagle over BJ. His first miss. Actually, it appeared to be tipped in by a ball. It goes to Teagle. He now has 11. 5 for 6 is Teagle, and the only one he missed was the short one.
Too close.
Armstrong, he misses 2 in a row, and Livingston can't handle the rebound. go back to
anytime you get a mismatch, you want to take advantage of it. They quickly come to Teagle, who overpowers Armstrong. He realizes he misses. He's right back on it, and it goes in.
All three men had their hands on the ball. Teagle guides it home. Lakers with a 5-point lead. And Teagle on the alley-oop.
They got him against Paxson now.
Oh, is he hot? Biggest lead of the game. 7 for the Lakers. Phil Jackson gets another technical, or someone on the court does. So it's on Worthy of the Lakers. Jackson jumped up as if he was the man, but Worthy's been complaining. He thought he was fouled the last 2 times down.
He thought Teagle was fouled on that turnaround jump. Red hot. He's on the boil, and he's being guarded by Jordan. One of the ways you get Teagle out of the ball game, go to Jordan.
Pippen is out. Boris Grant in. Pippen with his 18. And a foul as they double team Jordan. First on Teagle. Lakers with 3 team fouls in the quarter. Only 1 charged against the Bulls.
Back to Jordan against Teagle.
Purdue over the top to maintain control and draws the foul.
Getting him back down on the box. Purdue has done a real good job of hitting the glass, keeping the ball alive. Gets fouled. He's got 7 rebounds. We'll see if he can knock down a pair of free throws.
Southeastern Conference Player of the Year 3 seasons ago at Vanderbilt. Not a good free throw shooter, and he misses both. Divac with a rebound. Plus from halftime here in Los Angeles, and the Lakers looking for 15 in a row on this run. Would be their second longest streak in history. Teagle can't hit the drive. Grant with a rebound, and Dunleavy wanted the foul.
Teagle wanted to stop that one and expose himself a little bit too soon. The defense made it change.
Paxson. 2 points just on the line was Paxson, and it's 48-44. He has 6. Divac from Johnson, and he's hit. Grant with the foul, his first. Vlade Divac, well, he got all his phone calls in. Saturday is telephone day for Vlade. He has a ritual of calling home Yugoslavia to talk to his parents. He's really happy about the fact he's going to be a father for the first time. His wife Anna in July.
Lost inside the green.
Rebound Purdue. Horace Grant. He fills it. 11 for Grant, the former Clemson star.
The guy that's been carrying the Lakers through the quarter has been Terry Teagle. The Bulls are now adjusting to him defensively. They come back to match it.
Johnson has only shot the ball a couple of times in the entire half. Works on Jordan. Almost rolls one in as he was carrying Jordan with him.
The strength of Magic Johnson is evident on the drive as Jordan got arms all over him as he goes up. They say before the shot, 24 seconds, brand new for the Lakers.
Jordan, such a good defensive player. He does work 100% at both ends, doesn't he?
But Jordan is best when he plays off the ball. It's a little bit tougher for him.
What a play by Johnson. He waited till there were 3 Bulls on him and then set up Teagle for the open shot. Michael at the other end, Divac with a rebound on the run. Teagle, and a good save by Paxson.
Dunleavy thinks that Teagle gets fouled on this play as Paxson makes a huge save to reach in and tip it away.
Timeout, 2.5 to go before the end.
And it had been Terry Teagle that provided all the firepower for the Lakers. The Bulls have just gotten 2 points to 23 from the LA Lakers.
10 seconds on the shot clock as Magic goes into Perkins against Grant. He fought for that too. 6 now for Sam. Lakers by a half dozen, approaching the 2-minute mark. Flip Livingston had made about a 55-footer in San Antonio at the end of the first quarter earlier in the week.
Jordan wants to get busy offensively, but they're doing a good job of making him make the extra pass. 5 on the shot clock.
Pippen over Divac. Good defense by Vlade. It's Green on the solo. Partially blocked from behind. What a play by Pippen. Jordan to Purdue. That's his 7th offensive rebound. Clears it to Grant.
2 huge hustle plays by the Bulls. Pippen doesn't give up on the Green drive, and then even though Purdue misses, he kept the ball alive for Grant to put it in.
Eagle a little farther out this time, and Purdue collects another. He's got 10-9 rebounds now. Jordan slices inside. Divac's the other way at 7-1. AC Green, a second chance, and on the putback, it's a 6-point lead.
The value of Divac's available right there for you to see as he rebounded the ball, started to break. Green finished after the miss.
Final minute. Teagle on Jordan. Rejected by Perkins. One Tar Heel against another, and at the other end, Teagle. Divac bats it home. And the Laker fans celebrate LA's biggest lead. Shot clock. 3 seconds from the 24-second clock.
The key in watching Jordan is whether that tongue goes out. If the tongue goes out, the ball is going to go up.
Flip Livingston. And a foul on Grant, I believe.
We have seen some tremendous interior defense. Sam Perkins anchors the Laker defense with this block and a good hard push the other way. As you can see, Teagle takes a tough try, and there is Vlade Divac with a nice tip.
Divac with 8 points and 8 rebounds. 3.9 seconds left in the half, and part of the story is the fact that
hustle of Scottie Pippen. You see Green locate him with his eyes, but not quick enough to throw it down with 2 hands. He wanted the official to bail him out. Another look. Tremendous effort by Pippen. Now, when you talk about the stars, remember, Jordan has to score, Johnson doesn't. Johnson hasn't, Jordan has not. The Bulls, they're struggling somewhat. They're in the ball game. They're only down by 8. Jordan 3 for 11. You know he can be big in the 3rd and 4th quarter. We'll wait for the explosion after the intermission.
And while the 2 marquee names have not really scratched much in that scoring column, their teammates Pippen and Teagle have. Pippen with 18 and Teagle off the bench with 15 to lead Los Angeles. All right, final play apparently of the first half. Lakers going for a shot at 3.9 seconds. Jordan steals. There he is. A big play by Michael Jordan. AC Green gets some glass. Jordan with a 2-point theft at the buzzer, and the Bulls go off the court 6 down.
Off the ball, tremendous reaction by Jordan. He came from midcourt to beat Sam Perkins to the ball and thunder it down. Maybe that's momentum and signs for the second half.
One of the top men in the league in steals, Michael Jordan. Some of his prestidigitation to punctuate the end of the first half. Los Angeles 56, going for their 15th in a row. The Bulls 50. Now let's go to the Prudential halftime report.
just a fair percentage of the New Jersey kids at home, they're going to be national contenders.
Well, Bob Wenzel said yesterday the problem is he misses 2 free throws. They lose all the outstanding high school basketball players to the Big East now in the ACC. They can't get over that level, but there's still enough players around for them to be very competitive because the Atlantic 10 has had some solid basketball.
47-31 ball game, and you got a traveling call. Another turnover. There's another school in that Atlanta. Hey, who's that guy in the middle?
Keith, I was that ugly? I can't believe I was that ugly. Look at those glasses. Get rid of that picture.
Negative.
Hey, you knew they were running that picture on me. I can't believe it.
Daryl Smith with the breakaway. A lot of people out west don't know too, Dick, that Temple University is the research university of the state of Pennsylvania and has over 30,000 students.
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, you taught me something today.
There we got a foul call finally here as we had a momentary.
That's a mark for the defense.
In the first 2 attempts that the Bulls have had in this third quarter of play, they've been a little tentative as to where they want to attack. Once they make a decision, they've got to do it quickly. The Lakers defense is reacting very well.
You saw them earlier in the year. Is the Laker defense really that much better?
The Laker defense is tremendously better simply because they're working harder at both ends of the floor. That kind of shot that Perkins just made, they weren't taking. They were taking the perimeter play, missing having it run back on them.
Matching their largest lead of the game, Los Angeles, 8.
Let's
Purdue
go.
inside.
Let's go.
Grant. Green with a block and the foul. His second.
We have a plus.
Maybe should have brought the Reds. 58-50. Lakers trying to jump up by 10. Bulls unable to score in the first nearly 2 minutes of this second half, but Michael changes that on the breakaway. 58-52. 11 for Michael Jordan.
Magic Johnson, I'm happy with himself because that was an unforced turnover. There was not that much pressure on him, and they lose the ball. Jordan translate for an easy 2. Back to Perkins.
Perkins working on Horace Grant. Jordan with a rebound. Sets up Purdue. 4 points for Will Purdue.
They double Magic.
Scott from downtown. Just inside the 3-point line. Scott has really improved defensively, hasn't he?
He has. He has taken a rap in many ways because he's always handling a great offensive player, but it's tough to shut down one player one-on-one. Scott.
Purdue misses at the other end, and Scott nails a 2-pointer. He has 14. And it looks as if Jackson's going to take a 40-second timeout. Check that 20-second timeout.
Scott is touching the line a little bit. It looked as though he was clearly behind it, but the edge of his foot was there. They give him the 3, and that will give him 15 points. Now you'll watch the edge of that sneaker. It looks as though he touches a piece of that line before he let it go. Now, if you touch or go over the line, that is a 2 and not a 3.
Don't even say the word instant replay now. Please don't do that to me. Michael Jordan.
Jordan trying to get busy.
Oh, my! There's a little hang time for Jordan. And 13.
It took 20, 30 minutes for the old man to show up in a great game like this.
I'm glad I don't do all the Bulls games. I'd wear them all out in about a week. Perkins, second chance in a crowd, and a whistle. I'm talking to Johnny Kerr. This is the 25th year of the Chicago Bulls in the NBA, and Johnny Kerr was the first coach of the Bulls. He's now their broadcaster, and we were chatting with him before the game. He said, you know, what a job I've got, said Red. He said, I get paid for watching Michael Jordan 80-plus times a year.
It's a best job in the house for Johnny Red Kerr, and he is really enjoying the play, and he feels that this is the year for the Bulls to finally make a breakthrough.
Perkins moves the Lakers up by 8, and this is what Kerr enjoyed.
And this is what got us our first. Oh my!
You're going to get on my case early, huh, Steve?
Rookie's got to take some heat.
I don't even know when I say that. It just comes out. Perkins for his second free toss, and the Lakers have their biggest lead of the game. Jordan has put it in a higher gear. 15 now.
Let's see if Jordan's involvement takes away from Pippen or any of the other players out on the floor. They're now concentrating on getting him
Some happiness.
Whenever you see Jordan's tongue go out, you know he's going to try to score or make something happen. And you see all the Lakers suck back in. That leaves John Paxson wide open for an easy two. And it's been 35 years. You getting here on the bus, but you really seem to be having a good time.
Finally got the NBA. Now I know. I mean, in person, I'm so close. The power and the grace that many would argue these are the greatest athletes in all of sport. And Jordan and Johnson at the very top of that list. It does go a little faster than the collegiate game. I'm trying to slow it down, make it a 40-second timeout. Even the timeouts are too short. Perkins at the line. He's 2 for 2 today. It was a good acquisition, Sam Perkins, for this Laker club. He's produced.
It cost him a ton of money, but it filled a huge hole. You can see what he has done. He's given him a defensive anchor, particularly off the ball, the ability to post up inside. Scott Williams, another guy from North Carolina, in for the Bulls.
4 North Carolinians, Dean Smith on these 2 rosters. Jordan works from outside, and Michael Jordan, a different person in this third quarter. 17 now for him. But the Lakers maintain the lead. They're up by 8, 5:48 to go in the third.
Going to try and take advantage of Scott Williams. And Divac doesn't have a big post-up game. Shot clock at 5.
Perkins, Magic has to hurry at 2. The runner not there, but he gets a fresh 24. Scott up the alley, and a foul. Pippen reaching in.
What made that play possible was ball movement. Magic Johnson had the ball on the wing. He told James Worthy, go through. Worthy goes through. That brings the defense with him. Now the lane is wide open for Bryon Scott.
Third on Pippen, third on the Bulls in the quarter. Scott, a 77% free throw shooter. Right at his season average now. Lakers are at 10 for 10 from the line in the game. Thanks to Rosh Schneiderman and Dennis Minishin with the numbers today at courtside.
Jordan's job in this quarter is to keep the Bulls close. They're down by 10. He's got to continue to keep them getting scoring opportunities. Shot clock at 4.
Paxson, a hurried jumper. Worthy hauls it in. Boy, you got all 4 ex-Tar Heels here on the court at the same time. Talk about the pride of a collegiate coach. Dean Smith can cheer for Perkins, Worthy, Jordan, and Scott Williams. Bryon Scott banged up on that last play. As they attend to him, we remind you this cup.
Either one of these teams, and I think he's probably pulling for Scott Williams. The rookie, he is trying to find his way.
Leading by 10, the Lakers go back to work with 4:41 left in the third period.
This is a guy that makes Dunleavy's job easy. Gets the ball to where he swoops, but he misses.
Of course, Jordan, Worthy, Kennedy and Perkins all on that NCAA championship team.
Pippen has gotten 0 points in this quarter.
Jordan a little short. Divac to Johnson. Oh, we saw it. Jordan out of the corner. Jordan had his eyes on the ball, and a steal or a charge, and how did Magic elude him? And a foul. That's worth a second look.
That's why he's called Magic. You'll see Jordan trying to make a play. He goes behind his back, and that's the real difficulty. You challenge him deep, you'll turn him loose, and he'll find Divac at the end. 11 assists for Magic Johnson.
Scottie Pippen, first point of the second half.